Just here.
2007.
No, really, turn it off.
Stick around after the show. We're having live music from Mayor Simcha. It's going to be awesome. And Matanas Levionim and the other one? Machatzir Shekel, that's it. Are outside after the show also.
I'll wait. Chag Sameach, and welcome to the 2007 Mount Sinai Purim Shpiel. My name is Henry Rieser, and due to last year's Purim Shpiel, I no longer have my trademark mustache. As a shul board member, I have been approached by the Purim Shpiel committee to MC the Shpiel in order to add a measure of decorum to the event. In addition, the committee felt that my dynamic stage presence would ensure that everyone would be in a good mood for the actual spiel after I finished speaking. Having taken a more active role in this spiel this year, I can assure you that you will be dazzled and awed by the wide array of comedy that this year's committee has put together. I am so excited for the spiel, I can barely contain myself. In fact, this spiel, along with the widely successful Providox Comedy Night, has motivated me to prepare my very own one-man... I gotta take this, hold on just a second. Excuse me. Hi, this is Yoni Ray. Who is this? Oh, Mr. Rieser. How can I help you? The Purim Shpiel. Well, we plan to have one still, but I don't see what exactly you're asking me to do. Oh, okay. Well, you have nothing to worry about. The Shpiel, as always, will be in good taste. Firstly, we are aware that your name is Henry Rieser. Secondly, while we did take a few playful jabs at you last year, it's not like you were the main focus of the Shpiel or anything. Wait a minute. You're asking me to cut your character from the Shpiel entirely? But the Shpiel's already started. We're not rewriting 90% of the Shpiel in the next couple of minutes. Oh, we will really? Yeah, and how are you going to plan to make us do that? That's terrible. That's monstrous. That's blackmail. You wouldn't do that. In addition to our outfits, you read Reuters, OZs, the bridge shoals, and the church next to 182 Bennett Avenue? Okay, you're out of the spiel. You're out of the spiel. You'll be in it for like a second. I'm glad we had this talk, Mr. Rieser. Chag Sameach. Well, it appears that due to factors beyond our control, we're going to have to slightly modify the spiel a little bit. So without any further ado, I present the 2007 Mount Sinai Purim Shpiel.
They're not that exciting.
The board meeting, we have Rabbi Hilowitz, Jerry, Mr. Rieser, Rabbi Schneidman, and Mrs. Hilowitz.
This begins today's Mount Sinai board meeting. Why don't we begin with our shul president, Jerry Cohen. Jerry?
What? Oh, did anyone try this Lake Como pizza? It's really good. I really like Lake Como pizza. They have just the right amount of cheese in proportion to the tomato sauce. Also, it congeals really nicely when cold. It reminds me of this romantic place I used to go to as a kid.
Jerry, we're in the middle of a meeting. Here, give me that. Do I have to confiscate everything from you? Actually, it's pretty good.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, sorry, honey. Just couldn't help myself. Anyways, let us turn back to the matters at hand. Why don't we begin with a cheerful topic and discuss the shul's budget? Henry?
Well, here are a list of things from our last bill. Looks pretty long. Didn't we just read the Megillah? Connie, how much have we made during this month from fundraising events?
Wait a minute, I've got it almost, counted out here. That's 28.76, 28.77, 28.82, 28.92. It's a great month.
Hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't sound like we're making ends meet.
What, Jerry? I think you're right. In any case, what should we do? We need a way to make more money.
I have a good idea. Why not make a singles event with ice cream and board games? We call it an ice cream social. And we can divide into the usual age brackets of Mount Sinai: 20 to 25, 25 to 30, and 70 to 80.
Ice cream in the middle of the winter? I would rather meet a girl at the checkout line at Kifu. Oh, sorry, Patty. I meant if I was single.
Hey, guess what I found? I found some wine from the last wine tasting event. Wow, it's delicious. I love the soft, delicate velvet taste with hints of herring.
Jerry, that isn't wine you're drinking. That's leftover seltzer from last week's shalashudas.
Really? I could have sworn it was wine. Anyway, they always say seltzer is the Jewish champagne, right?
Sometimes I feel like I'm surrounded by, never mind, getting back to ideas on how to bring in money for the shul.
I've got a great idea. What we need to do is give members benefits, incentives for them to become members. So let's say we charge $220 for somebody to become a member, and then when we have a concert, we don't charge them $15, we charge them $12. Huh?
You mean they only get $3 off the ticket?
Now, math was never really my strong point, but something about these numbers doesn't add up.
Forget it. We are never going to get out of debt. It's hopeless.
Don't worry, Bubba.
Thanks, Jerry. I needed that. I haven't been hugged since Rabbi Avi Weiss got me at the last Ellen Kranzler concert.
Well, somehow we'll survive this financial crisis. We always do. Hey, look at me. I'm a survivor. I'm a fighter. I survived the Eruv scandal. I survived the Rabbi Meir coup attempt. I even survived the Breuer's ad in the Journal and a luncheon that was in my honor. How can I get revenge? And what language is Shmiro anyway?
My God, why don't we have a hospitality Shabbat? It'll be a great way for people to meet each other, surrounded by the holiness of Shabbat. If the shul sponsors it, we'll definitely have people become members. What possibly could go wrong?
away from you as possible.
We're in the same room and he's within 3 miles of me.
I guess he is.
See?
So, if you're not here to socialize, why do you live in the Heights?
What are you talking about? It's beautiful, it's cheap, and the rent's affordable.
We're from Brooklyn!
So, Rona, how was the meal? Well, that was the most positive response I've gotten.
I'm dropping my membership.
So what did everybody think about the hospitality Shabbos?
I am certain that we'll have much to discuss on this matter, but perhaps we should adjourn for a few minutes in order to fully appreciate the significance of this hospitality Shabbos.
Well, that's great, because I think Jerry went out to get more pizza. And now a word from our sponsor. Yeah, let me get that. Sorry about that.
I think I lost the grip.
So, Shauna, you're a PT, right?
It's Shayna, and I'm an OT.
Well, PT and OT are the same thing, right?
No, they're not. PT deals more with gross motor function, and OT deals with fine motor function.
Oh, whatever. Say, I really like your outfit.
Thanks.
Did you get it in Kmart? I could have sworn I saw the same outfit.
No, I did not get it at Kmart. I got it at Macy's, as a matter of fact.
Oh, Macy's. That's my favorite store.
Really? You like shopping there?
No, I just go to put slinkies down the escalator.
Whatever floats your boat.
So, what are your hobbies?
Well, I like to do fun things like traveling and skiing and snorkeling.
Really? I go snorkeling in my bathtub all the time.
Oh my god, could this be happening to me?
So, Sharon, maybe...
It's Shayna?
Sorry, Shayna. Maybe we should get something to drink. Waiter? Is the water free?
Yeah, the water's free.
You know, take all the water. Don't worry, it's on me. Keep going, go. Okay, stop.
Why did you do that?
Well, this way I don't have to keep calling over the waiter to refill my glass.
How do you plan to drink that?
Well, look, it's easy. Yeah, I learned that trick in kindergarten. I've been using it ever since.
Great, a real gentleman. So that's an interesting shirt. Is it Banana Republic?
No, actually, it's Dominican Republic. So, Shira.
For the third time, it's Shauna. I mean, it's Sheena.
Thanks. Are you hungry?
Yeah,
appetizer covered.
Is that leftover kugel from Shabbos?
Yeah, wasn't that a great idea?
But it's Thursday!
Okay, man, let's order. Look at the menu. Wow, this place is expensive. $3 for a steak? Listen, you can order up to here, but...
I'm going home!
What? But why? Things are going so well. It's so good.
You call that a good conversation? You insult my clothes, you talk about snorkeling in your bathtub, and then you dunk your face in the water? I'm taking a cab.
Wait, I'm a nice guy. Why else would I be doing 500 hours of community service?
You ever find yourself fumbling around for what to talk about on a date? Can't seem to make a shidduch date work? Well, no more. Introducing the new shidduch Bluetooth. Just inconspicuously slip the Bluetooth into your ear and cover it with your hand. Our special dating etiquette crew can hear everything going on the date and properly feed you the lines to say. You don't have to think at all. You can think less than you usually do. Watch the scene again, this time with shidduch Bluetooth. So, how are you doing?
So, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you for asking.
Wow, that's a really nice dress you got on.
Wow, that's a really nice dress you have on.
Thanks, I got it at Macy's.
Oh, Macy's. That's my favorite store.
Oh, Macy's, that's my favorite store.
Really? Mine too.
Really? I shop there all the time.
Really? I shop that all the time.
Me too.
So, what do you do during the day?
So, what do you do during the day?
I'm an OT.
Really? OT deals more with fine motor. PT, which is more gross motor control, right?
Really? OT deals more with fine motor control as opposed to PT, which is more gross motor control, right?
Wow, I'm impressed. Most guys don't know the difference. So what do you do?
Okay, now tell her what you do.
Tell her what you do.
Tell her what you do.
No, tell her what you do.
No, moron! What you actually do.
No, you moron. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. You have no idea how hard it is working in finance, making a six-figure salary. You've got to be at work. And they don't even let you use the bathroom or eat lunch until you leave, which is until, let's just say that after this date is over, I have to go back to my office.
You see the difference? The answer to all your dating woes with shidduch Bluetooth. You truly have it made. She won't know the difference. You won't have to show your personality until you get married. And with shidduch Bluetooth comes a third date money back guarantee. You'll make it to the third date or your money back.
Well, the hospitality shop has certainly been bringing in any new members. So what other ideas do you guys have?
You know, in the past we've had Onge Shabbos featuring Ask the Rabbi. We've invited well-respected rabbis from Hawaii to come and answer questions from the audience.
Rabbi, we just had one of those a few months ago. No one will be interested.
So I didn't say we should have a standard Ask the Rabbi event. Rather, I would say that if we wanted to encourage people to become members, we should have an event where we try to show off the brilliance of a rabbi that davens with us regularly. After all, though most of the members don't know this, I was a Talmud of the Rav. I have a PhD from Columbia, and I recently survived a coup attempt.
So what you're really saying is that we should have an event called Ask Rabbi Schneidman.
No, I think we should call the event Ask the Rabbi Schneider. Let us take a moment and think about how it would work. I ask you to please save your applause for the end. Our speaker needs no introduction, but I will introduce him anyways. Rabbi Schneidman is, shall we say, a fighter, a survivor. He survived the Erev scandal. He survived the coup attempt. Rabbi Schneidman is perhaps best known for his Shabbos morning drasha, otherwise known as the never-ending story. When he speaks, we all lose track of time. Or at least he does. In fact, anesthesiologists have begun to use his lectures to sedate their patients. He is the founder of the Washington Heights Erev, which allows people to carry their keys and their drugs on Shabbos. So without further ado, please welcome Rabbi Schneidman. I must say, it is an honor to be here. I'm especially grateful for that introduction, which may exaggerate some of what I've done, but I'm sure the speaker meant well. Does anyone have any questions?
Rabbi, I was wondering, if let's say I don't hold of the Erev, but I'm eating by someone who does hold of the Erev. However, most of the people at the meal do not hold of the Erev, although some of the people only don't hold of the Erev for political reasons. The host offers me some kugel, but I suspect he may have carried it on Shabbos. If I refuse, he may be insulted and embarrassed. However, most of the people at the meal don't eat the Erev either. But I wonder if this would be sending mixed messages, since on the one hand, I shouldn't be embarrassing him. But on the other hand, it won't really be embarrassing, since there could be another reason why I'm not taking the kugel. However, I don't want to lie, so I wouldn't tell him why I'm not taking the kugel. But this leaves room for speculation. And he might be more insulted if he thinks that I didn't take the kugel because I don't like how it tastes, when in reality, I could like how it tastes. What do you think?
That is a very good question. Does everyone understand the question? I believe what he's asking is what to do with those Mishugayim from the Nuture Kart to attend the conference in Iran. That nut from Atlanta, Jimmy Carter, has really angered me tremendously. I really don't know what to make him of anymore. He was better when he was working on his peanut farm. Some ally of the state of Israel. It reminds me of a story about Rabbi Soloveitchik. But I'll save that for another time. Does anyone have another question?
Hey, Rabbi. In Super Mario Land 3,
That is a very good question. Does everyone understand this question? I believe what she is asking is, should President Bush be withdrawing the troops from Iraq? On the one hand, I must admit, Chatasi, I'm a registered Republican. However, I believe President Bush has, shall we say, disappointed me. I know this is a little bit of a sidetrack, but do you remember how he handled Hurricane Katrina? Plus, with the economy and rising gas prices, do you know I went to fill up my car and it was $37? Now, I don't want to get too sidetracked within the sidetrack. I remember the day when I bought your car for $5. Now, getting back to the point. What was my point? I'm not sure, but besides the point. Anyways, my point is that, yes, President Bush should start to withdraw the troops from Iraq. And sending 20,000 more is just not going to help. No wonder he has the lowest approval rate of any president. Anyways, I believe I've answered your question. So, are there any more questions?
Rabbi!
Yes.
Can I name my cat Kitness on Pesach, the Persian cat?
That is a very good question. Does everyone here understand the question? I believe what he is asking is, did the gods of this disengagement plan help fuel the recent war with Hezbollah? The answer is, I believe, yes. Hezbollah saw the disengagement as a sign of weakness and perhaps gave them encouragement to attack Israel. So yes, I believe the issues are very much related. But I don't like to talk about politics in shul, as you can see. That concludes our sessions of Ask the Rabbi Schneidman. I want to thank you all for coming.
Picturing we're all thinking the same thing here. I don't believe that this event would go over so well, considering the people that ask the questions aren't necessarily going to get their questions answered.
That reminds me of a story about Mark Twain. You know that Mark Twain was actually
Enough, Jerry. We still need an idea to attract members. Does anyone else have a good idea?
I do. Has anybody here noticed that majority of the people that are moving into the neighborhood, they're not even from the tri-state area, right? So maybe if we cater more to that ingrained sense of homegrown civic pride in a Tsunua way, they'll want to become members.
Wait a minute. Are you saying we should make non-co-ed social clubs based around out-of-towner hometowns? It would never work. Everyone comes here to get away from these cities. If they had any civic pride, they wouldn't come here. Can you honestly think of any group in the neighborhood that's well enough represented so that this idea would work?
Of course I do. The Chicagoans.
One time I went to Chicago. It didn't seem like such a windy city. Then I realized I was actually in Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Chicagoans, what good ever came out of that city?
Yehuda, I'm from Chicago.
Well, then, besides for you, what good came out of that city? Boy, that was a close one. Let's think how this might work out.
I hereby call this meeting of the Mount Sinai Chicago Men's Club to order. I've got a couple of things to cover on the agenda.
Come on, can't we shorten the agenda a bit? The Bears are playing in 15 minutes.
Right.
Bears.
We still have some important matters to discuss. First up, I feel that it's our responsibility as Chicagoans to proudly display our civic pride as often as possible, to make sure that everyone knows that we are from Chicago. To that end, I notion that we institute a language arts program.
Language arts, what are we, doctors?
No, I mean teaching people how to speak properly, like we do.
Oh, you mean convincing people to use words like pop and gym shoes?
And to stay rough in your shiver.
And of course, to pronounce the R in sounds like an R sound in words like car. Chicago fashion, as God intended. As God intended it to be spoken. Between the three of us, I think we should be able to have the whole shul speak in proper English within a few weeks, or else.
Hey, Larry, didn't you have something to discuss?
Yeah, I did. Before I moved out here, I heard rumors the meat out here wasn't quite as good as it is in Chicago. Being a God-fearing man, I tried not to give those rumors too much credence. Sadly, however, I found out that the rumors are true. And not just that the fresh chicken at Key Food isn't exactly fresh.
How do you propose that we act, my civic brother?
Well, we need to help save the taste buds of the poor natives of this land, for both theirs and their children's sakes. Therefore, I propose that we make every effort to import all of the meat delicacies from Chicago into this land, including, but not limited to, salami from Romanian, Jermets from Tel Aviv, and burger buddies from Ken's.
But that'll cost a fortune to New Yorkers. They don't serve holy food.
It's not their fault they weren't given the privileged upbringing we were. And as we are of the few that know the truth, we must attempt to teach it to our neighbors, even if they are New Yorkers.
Well said, well said. In any case, it looks like it's time to end this meeting as the game is about to start. Let's break out the Romanian and old style and watch the Bears. The Bears.
There, now that's the way to get people to become members.
With all due respect, while the idea seemed cute, I don't think most people in the community are either men or from Chicago. So I can't see this as a great way to bring in new members.
Besides, this club might inflame some people's anti-Chicago passion and cause them to start disliking the Chicagonians.
Who could possibly dislike the Chicagoans? I mean, just because we happen to have figured out the meaning of life before the East Coast did, I mean, that's not a reason to hate us.
I think my wife has just proven my point.
Well, this is, shall we say, a very productive dialogue. But does anyone else have any plans to get the shul more members? Jerry, what do you think?
There was a farmer, what's his name? Oh,
Anyone else?
Despite his best effort, I think Jerry has stumbled into a great idea.
I often stumble.
Go back to singing, Jerry. We could open up the shul to regular bingo nights. Who doesn't like bingo? It's wholesome fun, and surely the shul will both gain members and make money.
Not to go rain on your parade, Rabbi, but does bingo truly appeal to the under 40 crowd?
Do you have a better idea?
Unfortunately, no. These shul board meetings are so long and drawn out that by the time they're finished, I don't have the energy to come up with anything better. All I want to do is go home.
Well then, let's see how this would work out.
At this point, I would like to remind you that the winner of this bingo round gets this half-used ballpoint pen, used by Mrs. Hillowitz to jot down painful things she plans to do to non-members. Okay, let's continue. B9.
Yes! Oh, my hair! Where's my heart medicine? Man, I'm out of magnesia.
Okay, I-19.
I-13? Oh, my God. Oh.
No, sir, I said I-19. Will somebody please turn on his hearing aid?
I feel like I'm 43 again. Say it. Who's your I-19 daddy? Who's your I-19 daddy?
Okay, 075.
I'm eating real sugar tonight. Come on, Daddy needs a new set of dentures. 075. 075. I have
Bingo!
Where is everyone?
Don't worry, Jerry, it's only your imagination.
Okay.
Well, I guess that wouldn't work. I think Consuela's going to stop coming after the third week of that. And none of our ideas worked. What do you think went wrong, huh?
Well, if I may offer, shall we say, 3 analyses. Which might be a little longer, but the second two a little shorter. But I could end with a totally irrelevant 5-minute segment about Israel.
No.
Guys, the request for membership is pouring in.
Why? What's going on?
We promised Royals that if they became members of the shul, they could vote out the Arab.
But then we wouldn't have the Arab and all the other members would drop out.
Well, they did, but we got them to come back.
How?
Well, Jerry, it's a special program called Whack the New Members.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Yo, Carlos, how much is this? Manishewit. And this chala. And blind.
Loomies.
Bloomies.
Having trouble finding a grocery store that fits your hush cup up? Now that moniker's turned into a pet shop, is it hard to find the right fountain? Well, no more. Everyone here remembers the old Key Food with its teeny bopper, gum-chewing cashiers. Well, no more. You may have already seen some of the changes made at our store. The From Shomer Shabbos Butcher, the all-kosher aisles with products made by Adar and Liebers. You may have even noticed that we have started selling a copy of the Yated and Hamodia. Now we're changing our logo from Key Food Fresh, which just wasn't true, to Key Food Hayman. Let's bring out our new cashier. Here he comes.
Hi, Shalom Aleichem, nice to see you. Let's see, what are you getting? Oh, barley, lentils, beans. Oh, you must be making a geschmack cholent tonight. Yeah, you're getting just the right stuff. If you want a real gewaldige taste, just add a little seasoned salt.
Thanks for the tip.
No problem. Say, are you a single maidel? My wife is a shtickle Isaac in Shidduchim. I got the perfect guy for you.
I just came to buy some beans to make cholent.
Okay, Beseder. Nice to meet you. Have a good Shabbos. Sei gesund.
You see, that's the new Key Food. Our standards still haven't changed. Our service is bad in another way. Just like our old cashiers couldn't speak English, neither can our new one. Check it out at the nearest Key Food today.
Well, everyone, with our new members, it looks like the shul has made it through another year. That can only mean one thing. It's time for announcements.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Share Koha to Josh Gottlieb, who has fine Kabbalat Shabbat. In case anyone here does not know who I am, my name is Risa, Henry Risa. This Thursday, we will be having another movie night. This one is a documentary about the members of the Bridge Shul, and it's entitled Last of the Mohicans. The A-Room is once again sponsored by Ben and Shuli Sandwich. However, they have run out of people to honor. I just want to remind you that in case you knuckleheads haven't gotten the message yet, you too can sponsor the A-Room. It doesn't pay for itself. For any questions about these or any of my other announcements, please speak to Yisrael Juskowitz. The Parsha Bulletin and Parsha Perspectives are available on the empty sitter table in the lobby. The Shlomo Katz concert and pajama party will take place this coming Shabbat. On next Shabbat, the Shlomo Katz will take place with Cholent. Breakfast with Shlomo Katz will feature Rice Krispie treats and milk on Shabbat morning. The Shia with Shlomo Katz will take place at 5:30 Shabbat afternoon. And Motzai Shabbat, there will be a concert featuring, you guessed it, Shlomo Katz. Be there or be square. The point of contact, oh God, Yisrael Juskowitz again. What is with him? We all know he only does these events so that he can sell copies of his artwork. We we would like to take this opportunity to thank the Hal Adat Jeshurun, aka Broyers, and to remind them in these days when we greatly need Hashem's Shmiro, to be especially careful of your Shmiras Shabbos. Sincerely, Mount Sinai Jewish Center. The previous message was approved by Kehal Adat Jeshurun. The Chazan tryouts for the Kalabach Minyan will be this Wednesday night. This tryout is meant for all those who wish they could be in our announcement tryouts but couldn't make the cut. Seudah Shlishit will take place downstairs at 4:30 p.m. It will feature our usual assortment of moldy challah rolls, flat seltzer, and tuna salad that looks like a lab experiment. This week, the mechitza is up. The Eruv is up. The mechitza, as you all know, is never really up here at Mount Sinai. For all those who are thinking of becoming shul members, please keep in mind that we offer many activities, including talent shows, beauty spas, dance performances, more talent shows, and shiurim. And we also offer activities for men. My name is Henry Risa, and since my son just got married to someone from Canada, sorry for the last time. Stop interrupting me during my announcement. I will now describe my experiences in Canada. Canada is a lovely place.
Oh my God, is there no end to these announcements?
In response to the public outcry of James Wolfe, the rest of the announcements will be translated by the guy on the movie trailers. Here he is now. Davening this week is on a regular schedule with the exception of Monday.
In a world run by chaos, there is one place that will bring order to it all.
Mincha, followed by Kalibach Kabbalat Shabbat, will be this week at 5:45 p.m.
This Friday, brace yourself. Nothing will ever be the same.
Rabbi Maybrook will be giving his weekly halakha shiur to women this week at 8 p.m. in the Beit Midrash.
In a city crying out for law and order, one man will stand up and deliver.
Men's basketball will meet this Wednesday night at 8 p.m.
In a battle for ultimate supremacy, one team will survive.
I want to thank this opportunity to thank the members of the Purim Shpiel Committee.
Yehuda Kranzler, Yisrael Juskowitz, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Suzanne Goldstone, Steven Starr, S.T. Roth, Arona Schneider, Shira Saul, Avi Zimmerman, David Blanton, Barak Hirsch, Yoni Ray, Yaakov Adado, James Wolfe, Shimmy Rothenberg, Sharon Weiss, and Mrs. Hillowitz.
My name is Henry Reese. This is my last curtain call.
His name is Henry Reeser, rated R.